Hey guys, I got a couple of quick tips for you today, and I said a couple because there's a few tips in here that I think are going to help you work more efficiently, and it's also going to help you with reviews and in the future. If you're not already having some issues with this, this is definitely going to help save some time for you there as well. If you're anything like me, this tip is going to definitely help you save time, help you work more efficiently, and you probably don't enjoy having 30,000 emails in your inbox. This is a way that you can actually quickly work through them, sort them, keep them nice and organized, and even do a few things for automation that help you automate this whole process. And I did say this is a twofer because this one actually does have a few other tips. Number one, let's talk about these emails. So this particular email is actually coming from Google. If you have a Google business listing and you're getting reviews, you should be getting these emails. If you don't get these emails, definitely check your spam folder first to make sure they didn't get tossed in the spam folder. If you're not getting these notifications, you need to check your Google business listing and be sure that your actual email is on that business listing. So if you're set up as a admin or a manager or owner of that Google business listing, you would be getting these emails. And these emails at first glance might seem like something you should just toss, and it probably clutters your inbox. Hopefully you're cluttering them with 5-star reviews, which would be a great thing. This particular email notice from Google is showing that this client, they do shout out to Owens Contracting. They do an awesome work there. So there's actually 2 5-star reviews in here, notification. So if you're getting these notifications, the first thing you need to do is, if you're responsible for managing your Google business listing, then you need to click on read review and actually respond to those reviews. Make sure that you're responding to every review that you get, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. You need to be responding to those. And that's good for many reasons. I'm not going to dive too far into there, but you know why you need to do it. If you don't know why, give me a shout out and I'll help you out. So, one of the things that happens here, though, is what do we do with this email once we got it? So the second purpose of this email is it's actually can serve as a receipt for you. Let's say if you've ever had this happen, maybe you haven't had it happen. Hopefully you haven't had it happen. But if you haven't had it happen, it will happen. Google will delete a review or 2 or 3 or 5 from your Google business listing. A few months ago, this was really running rampant, and there was a lot of people getting reviews that were being deleted. This causes problems because sometimes you don't even notice they're gone. And then you go to submit a ticket to Google, and the first thing that Google wants is proof that you had the review to begin with. Barring actually asking a customer for a screenshot, which how awkward is that to ask a customer, hey, thank you for the 5-star review. By the way, Google deleted it, and can you send me a screenshot of your review? That point, it's really kind of awkward and almost impossible to do. This email can act as a receipt for your reviews, and that's really important. You need to keep this as a receipt. Now, what do you do with it? How do you deal with it? Why is it in your inbox? And how can you get it out of the inbox so that you can get down to business and work on those emails that are in your inbox? So I want to show you a real quick tip on how to use a filter to get this done. So what we're going to do first is we're going to need to create a label. In Gmail, you can click down here, create a label. And we're just going to do this really quick. So I'm just going to show you. As you can see, I probably have 600 labels because I've been doing this for a while. Please enter so let's just name it Google Reviews. Easy enough. You can nest this under another group. So if you have reviews, if you have labels that are already set up and you want to nest it underneath, you could. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that. We'll put this one under Owens Since they're in here, there they are. Okay. And we're going to click create. All right. So now we're going to have a new label, and you'll see that if you scroll down, it should show that new label under here. Okay. So we have our label set up. Now let's go ahead and set up a filter. What you want to do first is highlight just the portion of the subject that is never going to change. So if, Benjamin left the review, it would say Benjamin's name here. So we can't depend on that to create this filter. We're going to use just this part to create the filter. We're going to copy that, and we're going to go over to the three little dots at the top here and top right, and we're going to click on filter messages like this. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to delete this right here. That's because the type of email it is. It's coming from a Google list, essentially. So that's something that we don't really care about. So we're going to delete that. We want this filter to catch any message that has the subject or part of the subject with review for, and I'm just going to paste that in there. Review for Owens Contracting. Paste that in there. Now, if you were setting these, of course, you can set these labels up or these filters up for anything. So if you're getting emails from your CPA and it's, Jim at thebestcpa.com, and you're clicking on his email and you're saying, I want to create a filter for him, chances are it's going to show his email up here in the from, and that would be fine because it's going to create a filter for your CPA Jim, and you'll be able to move forward with this. You can do it all sorts of ways. There's these different fields here to, like if they're sending it to a specific one. So for instance, if you have a catch-all email where your leads come in and they're coming to sales at your business. So you know that the only ones that come through there come through sales at yourbusiness.com. You could put that in here. Has the words. So let's say you're getting a lot of junk mail and they're trying to fish for information, and there's a certain phrase that continues to repeat in there. You could actually put that in here and create that. Doesn't have would be any email that doesn't have, and then you can fill this with the keywords that you want it to avoid. But for this particular case use, we're going to use this right here. We're going to click create a filter. Okay. And as you can see, it filtered out 5. So it went back and it actually found some older ones. So we're going to, for my purpose, what I'm doing is I don't want these to go in my inbox. I have someone else on the team that handles this. So I'm going to do skip the inbox. That means when these emails come in, I will still get a copy of them, but they're not going to go to my inbox. They're going to go straight into the label that I want to apply them to. So they're going to be archived away as a receipt. So we're going to click down and we're going to select Owens, and then this is going to be the right one. We're going to click that. You can see that label is in here. There's all sorts of things you can do in here too. I don't have time to go through all of them all, but you can definitely explore them on your own. This is really a killer way to set up an inbox so that you don't have to be overloaded with a bloated inbox every single morning when you wake up and check your email. So we're going to never send these to spam. And we're also going to mention, we're also going to say, also apply to 5 matching messages. Now, again, once I apply this, what's going to happen is all of those emails, they're not going to be tossed or thrown away. They're going to be just neatly tucked away into the address that I've applied them to. So you're just going to click create filter. And at this point, Google's going to go ahead, or Gmail's going to go ahead and sort those out for you and move them into where they go. And usually this happens fairly quickly. If I go back to my inbox, you can see it's already gone. It's not even in there. So what you're going to see here is you're going to see the original email, but just so you know, you can see right here, it actually did apply the label. So it is in the inbox where it goes, and it also is going to go ahead and move that in there. So now you can just return to your inbox, and this email that you were looking at here will actually be tucked away. You can see it does not have an inbox label at the top, so that it is actually filed away. Hope this was helpful for you guys. Have a great day.